What up? Wow. It's like extra bright today. No, hey Johnny. Hey Smoke. Hey. I just caught the end of my stream. I hope you guys are going to be in TTG Tuesday tomorrow. That should be fun. So I'm going to put the link in here just real quick. Okay. Guys, it's been a while since I've been on here. I apologize. I am a dick. But here's the thing. I wanted to basically do this stream to kind of keep a record, right? Record of just something that I just took a look at and I was like, man, this is a little weird. So, and I haven't seen anybody talk about it. And honestly, I get it because nobody saw it, right? And here it is. So, all right, obviously, we're watching futures. NASDAQ up 0.64%, so just over half. Small caps, 0.34. S&P 0.34, Dow Jones 0.3, VIX 0.53, nothing. Asia quiet, everything quiet, okay? So, guys, you guys see the volume on the SPY today? Let me tell you. That was really light. We haven't had volume this light on the SPY since March. Super low, right? So I was like, oh, let me take a look at QQQ. QQQ. Also, not as low as last week, but still very low. All right. So I was like, oh, let me take a look at tech. All right. And who's got earnings next? Facebook. And then I looked at their volume and then I did a little head scratch and I was like, that volume looks low. Lowest since March. And they're the next ones to report. So what does that tell me? Is it because summer, Aaron? I don't know. I didn't even look at ROKU's volume. Let me take a look at ROKU's volume. I probably should have. That should have probably been the first one I looked at. 5 million. Yeah. Low, but let me see. So 4 days ago, so Tuesday. Wow, it's the second lowest volume on ROKU. Oh no, third lowest volume on ROKU in the last 3 months. Is it because of summer? No, I don't think it's because of summer. I think it's usually it's June that's a shitty month for volume. And then, it'll be like April, May, June are just kind of junk for volume. Guys, this stimulus, I was taking a look at it tonight. So I was just reading over it. This thing might not, so I was basically reading it. It was basically McConnell doesn't have much of a bargaining chip with it. And it's only it's only a trillion stimulus. Democrats propose a $3 trillion. they would basically cut unemployment from 600 down to 200. I don't know what you do with $200. Then they give checks, and then they have some pork in there, new FBI building, shit like that. So is Facebook still delaying their earnings? I haven't heard that. So, yeah, guys, look, it's just a real, it's weird, like, so I'm in ROKU puts. So are some of you. It's the first time I've played ROKU puts since this thing was in the 130s. And, I got out of those 130, I think it was like 133 ROKU puts. I got out of those fairly quick. But yeah, held overnight, Fed meeting Wednesday. 600 is the bonus on top of normal unemployment. Yeah, I got you, but guys, people are just getting crushed out there. Anyway, I thought that the volume was interesting. I didn't know if too many of you guys were taking a look at it, but either way, tomorrow's going to be, it should be a fairly good day. I mean, it could be one of those middle finger days. What I mean by middle finger day is the chart basically looks like this. So we gap up, and then we just go like this, and then Now, what do you guys think? You guys think we get a middle finger day? Yeah, look, on ROKU, Mark, we basically had 3 weeks of just great trades on ROKU. Look, that 155 area has been a source of pain, for calls. People that have been buying like 158, 155 calls, above 155 have been kicked in the face a bunch of times. I showed that after after the market closed today in chat when I was like sharing my screen. You can just see, it could be one of those days where this thing pops to 158 and then just gets smoked. Or who knows if we get some continuation and some good news tomorrow. But I'm really not too concerned with ROKU, only because, aim small, miss small, right? And a lot of the pot companies that we started getting really started to, bear some fruit, and quickly, right? So this weekend I was going through all of the TrueLeave filings and just kind of trying to get a sense of, what's out there. And look, I know some of the founders. I know Kim Rivers is not a seller. Okay, that I've always known. She wants this thing on a big board. God love her. And really, what's the point? You can only sell 1% of the OS, and it's a great company. This thing's going to kill it. I'd still love a dip. Don't get me wrong. But have you guys looked at Green Thumb in the last month? It's just like this. Green Thumb, by far, the best chart. Cureleaf and TrueLeave, their charts in the last month look very similar. Almost like a family office has just been accumulating. And Johnny, I don't give a shit. I don't ever want to, come on. At the end of the day, with TrueLeave, I could give a fuck. I could buy it now and still be up, way up. I bought TrueLeave at 8, sold that shit from 16 to 22 in USD. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Cureleaf, unusual volume today, 1.5 million. It got to the point where I'm like, man, I'd really like to take profit up here, but I also don't want to take too much profit, which is a good problem to have. We tried getting it a little bit lower than 7. I, got 712. Still going to stay active in it. Got Cresco Labs. Cresco Labs is kind of a slower one. Got some Terrace and got some Harvest, and then got a couple of Mark Lustig deals, which, Cresco Labs, Mark Lustig is on the board at Cresco Labs, but, he's doing something really interesting with Trichome, which I think is probably the best business in all of Canada. And basically what he does is he's a loan shark to the Canadian companies. So he gives them like cash because they all need cash. And then he takes, collateral, which could be stock or the grows and everything. And then when they default, well, guess what? Hey, got a ton of stuff. Glennie, Power REIT is pulling back. Let it pull back. I'm happy to let it pull back, honestly. I'm a buyer of that. I think I'm a buyer at like 22 on Power REIT. Any thoughts on junior miners? Look, my thought on junior miners, and I was thinking about this today. I haven't been focused enough on gold, which I think is, I'm realizing now it's a huge mistake. I've been a little too hyper focused on options, which is fine because, especially in the last month, the option trades have been absolute killer, for me, for pretty much everybody, and trading options all over the place. But I'm like, why, because, like Simmons is like pretty much on top of that. And I'm like, man, why haven't we had put a gold trade on? So I'm going to start looking and start digging into, some of those gold trades. Miners, I saw some of you guys. So I think it was Toner had an alert for Vail, which I found funny because he was obviously watching CNBC when that thing got alerted. That's a nickel play. Nickel's good for batteries. But yeah, look, copper. I know GDX. I know GLD. I looked at JNUG in the last month. That thing's up 100% in the last month. Could you imagine if they stayed triple leverage? Oh my God. Unreal. So yeah, I think I'm going to start looking at putting some gold trades on, especially options, right? Because it's a great combination, right? It's if you understand the stuff that's going on, in the macro environment, as well as understanding the currency market, and then you can absolutely crush it in gold. That should be like probably one of the biggest ATMs out there. So yeah, I'm going to start, I'm going to put my gold card into the ATM very soon. You're buying Zach. Good job, Zach. 200% on 9-cent calls. Yeah. Maybe we've got a metals call all along. Even though steel isn't a precious metal, maybe people are just kind of getting throwing it into the mix anyway, right? Silver, I'm not worried about. I own physical silver. I was actually looking for a brick of silver that I could just have as like a doorstop, and then now you guys know. And just like, not that I need a doorstop, but one of my friends had a doorstop, or his grandfather had a doorstop. It was like a brick of silver. And yeah, that was always really funny. Always made for a good story. Like they're like, holy shit, this is actually valuable. Yeah, Buffett does need to buy U.S. Steel. Yeah, you guys like my shirt? But yeah, look, guys, Potstocks. This is what look, guys, obviously I'm a little excited, about Potstocks. I want to get to the point where, I'm like just trading Potstocks. Obviously trading options still, because they're always going to pay you more than Potstocks. But do not be lulled into thinking, hey, we can just throw caution out the window. And I know, and you guys remind your friends, talk to your friends, how many times has somebody been like, oh, we're going to have a massive rally. I think this is it. I think this is it. I think this is it. All right? And they've been saying this since 2019. Now, do I think that it's it? I think that we're close. I honestly think that we're close. But you guys all knew that. People in TTG all knew that 2 weeks ago. Best trade of the week. Wolf will send you a tee. Yeah, I'll send you a t-shirt. I'll send t-shirts to everybody. Thoughts on the CGC CBD website in the USA? Who gives a shit? Guys, the Canadian trade is dead. All right? The faster you realize that, the better. Canopy, Kronos, Afria, Tilray. Those are really your only 4 choices. That's just it. Trichome Financial, which nobody pretty much knows about. What's Trichome at? Let me tell you. Trichome. It's fucking $1.21. That's the cheapest pot stock I've bought in a very long time. Yeah, so the LP is dead, I think. It's the time of the MSO. It's like the time of the orc is now. Okay? The age of LPs is dead. The time of the orc is now. The orcs being the MSOs, because they're just going to fucking bully the whole Canadian market. Guys, at the end of the day, you can't be in pot stocks and be like, if you're Canadian, and be biased because you're Canadian. Guys, you'll still always be better at hockey than us. All right? But we'll always beat you in the area where it's, most important, and that's population. And we've got the catalyst, and you guys don't have the catalyst anymore. The bankers fucked up Canadian LPs, and by giving all these companies tons of money and letting them just buy whatever the hell they wanted. Will be interesting to see GTBAF revenues on August 12th. Guys, I'm telling you right now, Green Thumb, the only thing that I'm pissed about right now is missing my entry for Green Thumb. I'm really pissed about it. And having every day, I'm like, can you just fucking pull back already so I can get positioned? Because that's one of the companies I'll just buy, Like, I'm not going to, play around with it. I mean, look, Curaleaf to an extent. Trulieve, I love Trulieve. Trulieve is probably my favorite company. I mean, guys, people think that I don't like Trulieve. Come on. I got a Trulieve backpack. I got Trulieve swag. Trulieve is here in my home state. But I just think it was a mistake. If they were never planning on selling, they should have just unlocked last year, So nobody likes the idea of, where there could be risk. I think I saw Todd Harrison talk. I saw a tweet from him about it. John Hopkins. The last two earnings, Trulieve has made a move up and then dropped on earnings. So maybe that's the time. But I don't know, right? There's a couple other things that we need to really figure out, because if Amazon and Apple, and I know you guys are going to say this is completely unrelated, but if Apple, Amazon, Facebook have bad earnings and the market starts to sell off, eventually people are going to take some of this profit off the table from these weed companies. I've seen it every time we've had a big market sell off. Look, weed companies can have a huge rise, but the macro stuff gets in the way. They're usually the first ones to go, because they also have the dumbest investors. And, look, my hope is that people are just taking profit, holding a core, trading a core in some of these positions. That way we don't end up with a situation like we were from March 2019, where pretty much everybody just gets killed because they're just they keep buying the dip, and then it dips again, and they buy the dip, and they buy the dip, and they buy the dip, and then all of a sudden they're like, shit, I'm 70% down, and then they sell. Guys, look at the people that were in Aurora. They had such a golden opportunity to make themselves nearly whole, and they completely botched it again. And we knew they would do it. I think I did a video, why Aurora shareholders are the dumbest investors. And guess what? Thank you for proving my video right and keeping it relevant, 3 months later. They botched it. It's a 12-to-1 reverse. This thing went to $20 and people weren't taking profit. Now if you bought it post reverse split, good job. As long as you sold it, right? So yeah. Yeah, I think this was garbage. As soon as Hadley took a loan with a 20% interest rate, that company was done. So many companies like that. Hexo. What else? Hexo. Like, guys, and here's the thing. There is a good trade with some of these cheaper stocks. There really is. And even I can't deny that, because somebody's going to look at Green Thumb, somebody's going to look at Trulieve, and their earnings are going to be fucking blockbuster. I'm saying it now. Those are going to be blockbuster earnings, like earnings that are going to make people people sell out of their Canadian companies and jump into MSOs. All right. But then you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be like, shit, I don't want to buy a $15 stock. I don't want to buy a $12 stock. Okay. So what are they going to do? They're going to look for, a cheaper alternative. And you can see something like Harvest, which is $1. It's an MSO. Acreage, which is like $2.50. Have like a run. And those could end up making like 50% or 100% move. I'm not saying that they will. I'm just giving you an example. Those companies, there's two trades at play right now in Potstocks. You've got the growth ones, the ones that you want to own a piece of, and the ones that you can hold for at least 6 months, take some profit, reload a dip, as long as you stay active, you can always hold a position. The problem is that people buy it and then they're like, I'm in this for 5 years. and it does this, and they're not taking advantage. So people that are in here that are fuck Marlowe, MedMen, come get the fuck out of here with that, please. You know, people that take advantage of selling that pop and then buying that dip, well, that's how you really make money, especially in Potstocks. Guys, the same, you know, for the people in here that are in TTG, which is True Trading Group, I'll post a link. If you're not in, that's fine too, but you can come and trade here tomorrow for free. Just you get a token, you know. But for the people that are in True Trading Group with me, you know, the same system that I use for trading options is the same, you know, that was developed by trading Potstocks, you know? So, yeah, you know, Marlo, I understand. Look, I like MedMen's dispensaries. I really do. But you have to separate the business, like the dispensary, from the public vehicle. Completely different. One is like AIDS tainted needles, and one's like, you know, unicorn farts that get you high. I'd rather have unicorn farts that get you high versus AIDS tainted needle. All right. They're awful. RM, is there a place? You just send me a message and I'll tell you, send me a private message and I'll tell you what positions we're in. You know, but we had a huge day in pop today, mostly with Curaleaf, also Tilray, because we have some Tilray options, and then some people had some Chronos options going. And then what else did we take? We took some profit on Cresco Labs. So yeah, Green Thumb did fucking great today. But Curaleaf, that volume, holy hell. You know, it traded like 12 million bucks today. It doesn't trade that much usually. And even TrueLeaf. So TrueLeaf, let me take a look. I mean, TrueLeaf's average volume. Look, the thing that worried me about TrueLeaf is not about the company. You know, the unlock is 68% of the founders, right? And there's already stuff out there. So it actually ends up being a minimal amount. But what scared me is the lack of the volume just sucks on TrueLeaf. A company that does this type of revenue, I mean, really, here's the thing, and I've said this before, if TrueLeaf was on the NASDAQ or you know, big board, I would give 2 fucks about the unlock. I really would give 2 fucks about the unlock because, you know, it's got the fundamentals to back up high volume. And then if people want to sell, yeah, let them sell. Who gives a shit? Get them out, clear them out. But yeah, Andrew can't even break even on your 7s. You have time for your 7s though. You have August 21st 7s, right? Smoke, were you in the 650 crons? IGC? Did you just, Alexander, did you just give me India Global Cannabis? I just want to make sure. Jesus fuck. India Global Cannabis is a fraud. It's a fraud. I'm just telling you. It's a complete fraud. So, yeah, guys, you know, for the people that were in the 650s, I told you 650 when it hit 650 today, I was just like, take some. Picked up some red, white, and bloom today. All right, Glenny, you know, how long has red, white, and bloom been trading? be very careful of that 6-month mark. What are your thoughts on Ignite? It's garbage. I've never liked Ignite. I've always said it was garbage. How's Mushroom Venture going? I talked to CEO today. Asked about the IPO. He goes, still the target, just working on finishing the sub-receipt round. So, yeah, good. I hope it's killer. It's my biggest position in the market. For a psilocybin company. I got a lot of shares of it. So close up. I'll just tell you, I have 735,000 shares. Canaccord's taking out the IPO, but I'm not going to be able to sell that 735,000 shares immediately. It'll literally, even if I wanted to sell my whole position, it would take me 3 years to sell it. Smoke. I love it. I love that you guys are, Frankenstein them. Like, I know everybody knows exactly what you're talking about when you say, hey, Frankenstein them. We're Frankensteining the shit out of Tilray like every 2 days. And I think tomorrow we could get a nice day. That's why I'm like, if my ROKU puts don't do well, I'll just bet, But shit, I was hoping that we could get back in. Did I talk about Afria? I mentioned Afria. I didn't really say much about them. Look, Afria's got cash. I'm glad that they didn't do a deal with Aurora. I'm not like, here's the thing, and this is universal for all Canadian pot stocks. They are all just trades. Okay. And the only one that might not be a trade would, and you guys, I'll probably get like raked over the coals for saying this, is probably Afria. Not Afria, sorry. Kronos. And only because Kronos can, with its money, they can do a lot of shit. They can do a lot of shit that nobody else can do. So, yeah. You need ROKU to be in need. Guys, nobody bats 1,000, man. You can't have 1 month of really no losers and expect no losers. And guys, if I get into an option, don't ask me what my price target is. Don't ask me what my strategy is. Don't ask me what I'm doing when I literally just bought it. Please, for the love of God, thank you. Neil Schneider, yes, truly Unlock. Megan, which trade are you talking about? Megan, I don't think you want any part of the ROKU trade. Yes, thank you, TTG Max. My strategy is to take profit. That's it. It's, minimize my loss and take profit. That's it. That's a strategy. That's everybody's strategy. And guys, what do I always tell you? Like, if we have enough time on a trade, especially an option, we can get ourselves out of a situation, or, we can put ourselves into a better situation. So when an option's got like 26 days to go, like the Tilray option, and people are shitting themselves because it's not ripping off the open, I'm going to take issue with it. Like, don't be in the trade. What did Afria do today? I didn't even look. Guys, that just shows you. Afria is not even on my radar. 605. 12%. It'll give it back. I'll buy puts on Afria. I'll buy 650 puts on Afria all day. Yeah, Afria had a 12% day. Well, it'll be up a little bit more. So it'll be up 17% if it holds this after hours. So, Megan, Tilray. If let's say we get a pullback on Tilray, okay, let's say it goes back to 720, then I'm probably going to buy the August 28th, the August 28th 750 call. That's what I'll do. If it goes lower, if it gets closer to 7, then I'll just buy the August 21st $7 call, Megan. So don't rush it. Let it come to you. People were asking me about that today, and I'm like, I'm taking profit right here. So what makes you decide to buy a dip, average down on your calls rather than stopping out? Do you have a certain criteria for that? Yeah, I don't average down unless I've taken profit on a position. That's just a rule. Unless I know that I'm getting into the position, in which case it'll be a tier 1 position. So a tier 1 position, if let's say I usually buy, I'll just use a round number. Let's say I buy 30 contracts, usually where I go full position, okay? Say I'm buying ROKU, $5 call, 30 contracts, and I'm like, I don't, might go lower, but I want to be in. My tier 1 will be like 10 contracts. And then I'll wait, see till it settles, and then I'll buy the rest. Now I don't buy 30 contracts at $5 and then it's at $3.50 and I'm like, let me buy some more. And then, because if you make a habit of doing that, then you buy some more at $4 and then all of a sudden it's fucking $3. And then you're like really in trouble. So you want to tier into these positions and just really take it slow. Look, the market's really volatile right now. And guys, I hate holding anything volatile overnight, call or put. I mean, I really hate holding puts overnight. And I think I'm just going to, not hold puts overnight anymore. Because right now I'm holding ROKU puts overnight and I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? Well, would you suggest a tier 1 position if I have no insurance on a trade? It depends. If you're getting into if you get into like options and you start looking at you're going red instantly, then yes, you should tier your position. But also that just means that you're probably market ordering in, and you should limit order in. So when you feel that urge to get into a position, look at the bid and now drop it by like 10 to 15 cents and then put that as your bid. That will honestly save you a lot of money. You're still in X puts. Why? That X trade was really tough. I couldn't handle it. I took a 3-cent win on that. Woohoo! 3 cents! Yay! X wasn't trading normal, and the option wasn't trading normal, and sometimes when you don't understand why something is not acting as it normally does, rather than like guess and lose money, if you're up money, just get out and try and figure it out, especially when it's not in your direction. If like an option's just fucking going crazy and you're long and that's where you want, yeah, great. But if the stock is dropping and the option's not moving and it should be moving and it's not, then something's up. And that's exactly what happened with US Steel. So like we got in at 77. I think the exit was 81. So that was a real tough one. But that actually could have been a good trade if a bunch of people didn't stuff a certain mark on it like the day after we got it. Yeah, so with Canopy having a good after hours, Potstocks going to have a good open tomorrow, which is silly to me that Canopy can still move everything, but shit, I'll take it. I got a bunch of Tilray calls. Let me see how much I have. Guys, I got a new trading station. See it? iPhone 11. Oh, a sec. Sorry. Bear with me. Oh, cool. I didn't know if I sold more. Yeah. Guys, so if you know me, I like trading on a laptop, so I trade from my phone. And this weekend, my phone, which I'm gonna have to retire. I'm gonna have to retire that phone to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I got 50 calls left, Andrew. So to give you guys an idea, from the Frankenstein trade, originally got into Tilray at so it was Tilray 750 August 21st calls. Okay, so we had a month on them. Got in at 55. First take profit was 70, and then it came back, and I waited. I reloaded at 52, what I sold, plus the profit, 52. And then took profit today at 65 and 60, and was hoping to do it again today, but that's how you do it with an option. Take what it gives you. Don't, guys. And also, guys, this is, I think, one of the things that I think people should know when they're trading options, especially thinly traded options, not like SPY options where there's just insane volume all day. You have to be very aware of what is on the offer, okay? You can't put your whole size on the offer, because the stock could be running, and if that whole size is there, nobody's going to take it. The whole thing is to, have like a reasonable amount there, and then have a bid. You want the bid to be bigger than the ask, right? But so many times when something's running, I see people just fucking throwing up stupid amounts, and as soon as they pull them, you'll see it's like 5 cents higher, because that's where it really should be. You can't do that in these. And it's really just a fucking dick move. Like, I see that and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I wish I wasn't in this thing. Like, that shit just pisses me off. What are some reasons options wouldn't follow an underlying stock? I just gave it to you. Oh, 29 likes. I'm not worried about the likes. I just really wanted to talk about the volume. Let's do a futures check right now. Futures check. NASDAQ 52, SPY 23, Dow Jones 0.17, VIX 0.16. Guys, we're getting a rug pull. I'm saying it. Fuck it. I'll just say it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Because here's the thing. I could always just be like, I was wrong. But the volume on the SPY today, I can't believe nobody was talking about it. I got the hiccups, Guys, I use my son, and I tweeted to Old Bay, and they sent me a bunch of Old Bay stuff. Old Bay peanuts. Oh my God. So good. Oh my God. Guys, it's fucking, hold on, let me tell you something. Here's the craziest statistic I heard all day. Oh, I'm gonna eat some more peanuts because it's just too fucking good. Deal with it. All right, so here's the craziest thing I heard all day. And TTG people have heard this too. So my wife comes into my office today and says, guess how my 401k is doing? And I'm like, I don't know. How's it doing? And she's like, well, last quarter, I did 6%. And I was like, not bad, like 6%. And I was like, what'd you do this quarter? She's like 23.6% or some shit like that. Nuts. And then my next question was, hey, what did your dad's 401k do? I'm more interested in that because, that my father-in-law's 401k is my wife's 401k. Yeah, make COVID great again. Plus 40% since March. I know. Just nuts. My DRV gonna 5X, I hope, and then roll it into pot. I think J.R. Freeman, I'm gonna get back into DRV and SRS. I'm being really greedy about it. I think maybe before the FOMC meeting, I'll jump back in. Guys, commercial real estate is just fucked. Everything that I've heard about real estate is just awful, right? Like there's nothing good happening. So there you go. What are my thoughts on red, white, and bloom? I don't know anything about it. The only thing I know about it is that it recently went public, and I don't buy stocks that that just went public unless I'm already in them. Like unless I got into one of them like via private placement and I'm already up 1,000%, like I won't trade it because they usually have nasty unlocks. And I don't know anything about it, if it was a straight IPO or if it was an RTO. I mean, if it was an RTO, then I really don't like it. Yeah, the forbearance, guys, at some point, the landlords are going to be like, fuck you, we need to get paid. And the banks are going to be like, fuck you, pay me. All right. A lot of stuff is going to be happening. All right. Like student loans, 40 million student loans come out of forbearance in a month. Think about that. 40 million. And they weren't the best, the most timely of payers. Yeah. DRV because more leverage. Oh, Glenny, it's an RTO. Oh, then no, I don't like it. I just tell you right now. I'll just save myself some time. I don't like it. I don't like any RTOs. RTOs are the worst. Depending. Most RTOs suck. I'll put it this way. If I'm already invested in the company, it's an RTO, it's great. If it's an RTO that I have nothing to do with, then it sucks. I'm biased like that. Yep. Smoke, you're right. Once you see the foreclosures on the news, it's too late. Guys, and that's the thing. That's the market, right? Be first, be right, or cheat. I think on DRV and SRS, you can be first, you can be right, and you don't have to cheat. All right? All right, guys. So tomorrow is TTG Tuesday. I'm going to keep this link here. You can trade with me all day. Is gold crashing? Or is that real life? Let me see. Fuck, I don't want that. Or do I? Hold on. Commodities. Hold on. Also, what's gold crashing to you? Oh, shit. No, that's crashing. Oh, my God. Oh, my baby Jesus. Guys, baby Jesus and little Jesus and toddler Jesus and Chinese Jesus and black Jesus and purple Jesus. Jesus. SPY didn't crash, did it? Oh, what the fuck? My God, what is going on? Oh. Guys, what is happening? All right, hold on. I was going to end it there, but we have some late breaking news or something. What the fuck? Stimulus proposal is, the country, even the world, certainly if you're a trader investor, been waiting for. We went into last week, they were thinking the majority of national panels going to have an impact. Didn't say shit. Guys, guess what? We got we're going to put some gold trades on tomorrow. So, guys, this is just the type of rug pull we needed for gold. Fuck everything else. Guys, I don't care if all my positions go to zero tomorrow. I'm going to get stupid in some calls tomorrow. We're going to play some gold options tomorrow. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Guys, rug pull. Rug pull. Go to the tape. Go to the tape. Go to the tape. Can I spin around? Can I spin around? No, I'm going to hit. I'm going to hit. The volume did not make sense, guys. The volume did not make sense. What were my hack stocks? Kronos is my favorite hack stock. I've done it on ROKU. I've done it on Tilray, Boeing. Guys, who are we kidding? We're going to wake up tomorrow and fucking Powell's going to be like, just shooting the money gun. All right? Guys, this pandemic, so I got on the scale today. All right? Awful. I was fucking depressed. I don't know why I'm eating peanuts. I should go fucking walk around. So anyway, guys, as much as it pains me to say this, the fucking NASDAQ is strong. I mean, it's a third of a point. SPY looks like 0.11. The VIX is what we got to watch, okay? The VIX. But you know what? Look, guys, this is weird. So everything is green. Everything on my futures is green. That doesn't make sense. Nikkei, China A50, Shanghai, Hang Seng, small caps, the VIX. So, guys, rev up your boners for some gold tomorrow. All right? With a gold penis. Hope there's ladies here. I'm sorry. Sorry, was that over the line? I don't want to offend anybody. So, all right, guys. Rochelle, that's why you're here. Hold on. Let me go smother my wife with a pillow. Okay. If you guys had puts, man, good job. Toner called this silver crash. This is a beautiful thing about owning silver. I have silver coins, like 1 ounce coins that are with marijuana leaves on them. That's what a nerd I am. Good job for Toner. I wish Toner would call out some of these trades. Oh, you are referring to the gold? Oh, damn. Well, good. Yeah, I think we're going to have a gold trade on tomorrow. You guys get on Simmons early in the morning to start looking at some gold stocks for us. That way I don't have to. Who's the most... What are you guys trading in TTG? Are you trading small caps? Or are you trading options mostly? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. All right, guys. I'm going to watch futures and see what the hell is happening. Letting Mike be the lamb for options. I hate small caps, guys. I fucking hate it. I hate small caps. So I'd rather nail my penis to a burning building than buy small caps. That's how much I hate small caps. And on that note, I'll see you guys in TTG Tuesday tomorrow. Okay. Make sure you like this video, or 3 of you just like this video, because we're in the 40. We're in the 37 range. Honestly, that just sucks. All right. 39. 39. Come on. Don't be a peasant. 40, 41. There you go. Thanks. All right, guys. I'll try and do these more frequently. I know I'm such a douche, but I'm on like this crazy hamster wheel of doing these. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow in chat. Bright and somewhat early. Later.